Hi everybody, Janelle coming to you live from Wags to Whiskers, actually my home office at Wags to Whiskers, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. Traffic was absolutely crazy out there, and I had a lot of errands to run this afternoon getting prepared for this video. I actually wanted to do it this morning, but I left all the product at work and I ran down to the store to pick all that up. So we're here to talk, actually I'm here, hello, to talk about bone broth today. And I know that a lot of you have heard us talk about bone broth in store. It's all the rage. We've recently started carrying it and I think it's absolutely fabulous. I use it almost every day in my dogs and my cats' food. My cats really enjoy it also. What is bone broth? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's bone broth. And the question usually is, well, why is it good? I think a lot of people realize, and I talk about this all the time in store, that we have to make sure that our dogs and cats are getting enough hydration, especially our kitty cats and our dogs who are eating mostly a dry food diet, where again, we do carry the highest meat content foods in the store as we possibly can. They are still dry food diets. Dogs and cats are supposed to be getting a diet that is 70 to 80% moisture. A dry food diet alone is 80% dry. We have to make sure that they're getting enough hydration for all of their organs to function, for their digestion to be strong. And one of those things that you can do is add bone broth. And so I'm going to keep hitting home the hydration. Every time you come in, I'm going to talk about, are you adding fresh water? Are you adding bone broth? Are you adding goat's milk? What are the different options that you can add to your pet's food in order for them to have a more healthy diet? So let's talk about bone broth. The bone broth that I'm going to talk about today is just some of the items that we carry in store. I'm going to cover 4 of them. And not only is hydration really important, but it's also really great for the joints. The joints need, obviously, glucosamine, chondroitin, hyaluronic acid. All 3 of those things help keep fluids flowing freely between all of the tissues in the body. And what is a really good source of all 3 of those things? Bone broth. Because it's made exactly from what I said, from bones. So you get all of those supportive amino acids, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid in the bone broth, which helps support the healthy joints. Not only does it help support healthy joints, but it also is a fabulous assistance to liver detox. There is an abundance of the amino acid glycine. Glycine is found in bones, and it's in abundance in bone broth. It is necessary for proper liver function to have glycine in the body. So it's a really basic, good form for supplementing good liver health. The liver gets an onslaught of chemicals in the yard, chemicals that are put on the dog, chemicals that are sprayed on the farms in order to, it just wafts through the air, and the dogs do absorb the chemicals. Anything that we're out taking our dogs for a walk, they walk through on the sidewalk and they pick up a fertilizer on their feet. They may lick their feet, and it can hit the liver pretty strong. So we really want to make sure that we are definitely supporting the liver on a regular basis. Not only does it support the liver, but it also supports a healthy gut. And you hear me say this all the time. A healthy gut means a healthy body. You can't have a healthy body without a healthy gut. There's a very good, strong source of gelatin. A lot of people don't really realize this, but Jello is actually gelatin, and that gelatin is made from the collagen and the gelatin that's found in bones. Watch it wiggle, see it jiggle. Well, that's gelatin, and it does come from animal sources. That gelatin can help coat the digestive tract to promote health. So those are just some of the really basic things. The one that I will always go back to is hydration. It's a great tasting source of hydration. I highly recommend it. So first off, we're going to talk about Primal. Excuse me, 1 second. Let me press a button here. Okay, we're going to talk about Primal bone broth. Primal comes in 4 different flavors: pork, chicken, turkey and beef. There's a lot of different components that go into the Primal bone broth, and the Primal bone broth is not shelf stable. It is to be kept frozen or in the refrigerator. It's good for up to 10 days under refrigeration. This is the one that I use the most. And the reason is it has some really great sources of the cruciferous vegetables, and those are sulfur-containing components, and sulfur is necessary for life. Also unfiltered apple cider vinegar, which is a really great supportive, if you're not doing apple cider vinegar in your dogs and cats' food, it's a really great way to support good gut health. So that's nice that that is also in here too, and also turmeric. Turmeric is a really good source of anti-inflammatory. This is in the freezer section. Again, once you thaw it out, it is good in the refrigerator for up to 10 days. So it's really good when you have big dogs in the home. I have 2 40-pound dogs, and I go through this in about a week. The other one that I'd like to talk about is Plato. This is small batch. Okay, I can never get this in front of the camera. And we do have this in a few different flavors at the different protein sources at the store. They make this in small batches, and it is shelf stable when it's kept in this nice amber bottle on the shelf. So when you have smaller dogs, this might be something that you want to use when it's shelf stable, because you can open it up, you can pour it in an ice cube tray, and then stick it in the freezer. And then you can pop out what you need out of the ice cube tray from something like this Plato. We also have 2 different dehydrated. The first one is Honest Kitchen. I'm going to go with the most ingredients first. Honest Kitchen is a dehydrated bone broth. It has just the beef. Well, I think there's 2 flavors. I'm not positive. I need to double check that. I do apologize for that. But the beef one is the one that I have here. It's beef bone broth, parsley, and turmeric. Again, that really good source of anti-inflammatory in the turmeric, which can help with joints. So not only does it have the glucosamine and the chondroitin that you just rehydrate with water, and again, this is very shelf stable. So you just make it as you need it, and you can keep the extra in the refrigerator. Nice product here from Honest Kitchen, especially with the turmeric in it. Probably my favorite that we just got in is going to be the Nature's Logic. Nature's Logic dehydrated turkey bone broth, and all of their flavors, 4 flavors, is just the protein source. This one is just dehydrated turkey, so if you're looking for something simple, this may be the way to go. Again, it's shelf stable, just rehydrate it as needed. That's my spiel on bone broth. Feel free to contact me at any time. Make a comment in the comments there, and I'll go ahead and reply as I can get to them. And I will be posting this video on YouTube so that you can watch it later. And be sure to join us in our private Facebook group, which is Wags to Whiskers Plainfield Friends. So just type that in the Facebook group search bar. Again, Wags to Whiskers Plainfield Friends. You have to request to join, and I'll let you in, and I will have this video on replay in that group. And we can talk all about the products, what we have in stock, the different flavors, the different proteins, and how you can incorporate this into your dog's diet, including raw food. I mean, my dogs eat raw, and they get tons of moisture either from bone broth, goat's milk, warm water, anything that I can find to actually keep that hydration level high. They don't drink a lot of water because I keep their hydration in their food. Anyway, that is my story today, and I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in comments, and I will certainly get back to you. I hope that that kind of gave you a little bit of insight as to why you might want to add bone broth to your pet's food, dogs and cats. It's just very beneficial. Feel free to ask me any questions, and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. I'm going to turn this off. Bye-bye.